No matter how many times you hear Raiders running backs coach Deland McCullough's story of how he found his biological parents, you want to listen to it over and over again.
I got my record sent to me. I found out who my biological mom was. I tracked her down through Facebook. I called her. We had a great conversation. I said, well, shoot, who's my dad? And she said, your dad is a man named Sherman Smith.
McCullough was given up for adoption as a baby, and in 2017, at 45 years old, he discovered his dad was a man who had been a part of his life since he was 17.
I was completely blown away. She didn't understand why. And I said, well, I know him. And she said, how? And I said, he recruited me to college. He was my coach my freshman year, and he's been my mentor for over 20 years.
Smith was unaware he had a son as McCullough was born out of wedlock, and his mother didn't tell Smith. But 8 years later, the three have created a bond of a lifetime. How have the last handful of years been for you?
It's like completing a circle. You know, I mean, her words are so common to me, and just her presence. And then the things he did for me, his saying was, you may not be looking for a father, but I'm gonna treat you like you're my son. You know, so he said that years and years ago, not knowing that I was looking for my father and that I was his son.
Now following in his father's footsteps, McCullough tries to embody that father-like figure for his players.
He had always treated me and the other guys he coached with such a high level of respect, getting to know guys, having relationships with them, caring about them on and off the field, creating guidelines for their success, being somebody they can count on. That's, you know, more important than Super Bowls and all those things. The relationships that I have that go way beyond the time that I have those guys are the things that's most important to me.
Taking his story one step further beyond the football field, McCullough hopes his book, Runs in the Family, an incredible true story of football, fatherhood, and belonging, brings healing to others like it did to him.
I love to tell you, hey, I just came out of it, I'm just perfect. No, I'm still growing through some of those things. The book was therapeutic for me. Everybody's living their own story right now. And the question is, me moving forward, the challenge I make to people is, what will your story be ultimately? You got to embrace that. I've embraced my story and all of the warts that come with it. At the end of the day, I mean, Coach Carroll is looking for people of high character and, more importantly, guys that can move the needle as a coach and get players to do something they couldn't do on their own. So that's why I'm here.
And as the saying goes, like father, like son, Sherman Smith coached under Pete Carroll with the Seahawks from 2010 to 2017. And now Deland is doing the same with the Raiders. Reporting for Channel 13 Sports, I'm Alex Eshelman.